sponsored by Top Rank Sports. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 6 feet tall and has a professional record, no wins against 1 defeat. Representing Fenrir MMA from Akureyri, Iceland, he is Ingthor Valdimarsson. His opponent, standing across the cage in the red corner, at 6 feet 1 inches tall, making his professional debut this evening, representing Premier MMA from Harrow, England, by way of Poland, he is the Polish Express train, Dawid Panfill. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Rich Mitchell.
So we move into the professional ranks now. Middleweight bout. Ingthor Valdimarsson in the black Jacko trunks, taking on Dawid Panfill in the green and black trunks. David Ellerby alongside Dean Middat. And Valdimarsson, I understand, has had a fight, Dean, but it was about 10 years ago, so the promoter tells me.
Right, it's a long time out, and that could be evident the way he came in to this fight. He kind of put his back to his opponent, almost didn't want to see him, didn't want any visual cues to kind of falter his focus there. He's covering up now. He needs to be careful about covering up and not firing back and getting out of there. And it's interesting to see Panfill on his feet because he's a high-level BJJ specialist. Excellent submission game with an awesome game off his back, but he's using the strikes now here to close down Valdimarsson.
Yeah, Panfill, one of those names that if you're in the grappling scene, you kind of recognize at the competitions, don't you? Active competitor. Referee calling time, probably for the tape on the glove, I'd assume. Yeah. That'll give Valdimarsson maybe another moment to just calm himself down, I think, Dean, because as you said, there was a chance of him being overwhelmed from these Panfill attacks, wasn't there? He needs to fire back.
Yeah, he's just needs to pull the trigger. Ring rust does exist. Oh, big knee! Panfill now muscling his opponent to the ground. Valdimarsson looking for the double leg, going to switch to the single. Head outside, got to be careful of that guillotine. Maybe looking for the high crotch here. Yep, gets it, bam. And he passes to the right side. Beautiful technique and thinking ahead there from Valdimarsson. Passing to the opposite side of the choking arm is the way to go. He's going to try and free his head out of this position. A little bit of blood from his nose there, but he's not worried. He's working, using the cage to stay heavy. He's got to try and hand fight in this position. You see him reach round with his right arm. Hands free now. Valdimarsson pulling Panfill away from the cage. He wants to be able to flatten him out and get optimum control over his body.
Panfill might look to use the cage to stand back up here, get his back flat up against the fence.
Well, Valdimarsson here, huge level of training experience. He's got high-level judo as well, so you know he's got some excellent downward pressure in this position.
Look to isolate a head and arm here, maybe, Dean. Maybe some sort of key lock, maybe.
It looks like head and arm, but again, he needs to pass over to his right side and almost certainly the left leg of Panfill there and the cages there, so that's going to make that difficult. He could be threatening it just to kind of facilitate his pass. He's very good at passing when he comes to a more dominant position. And as we saw before, he does that as soon as he completes the takedown. So he's trying to work here to the half guard. Panfill's doing a great job of defending though, controlling the posture. He's got his right foot in now, one elevator hook. And that creates a barrier between you and your opponent. You can use that to off-balance him.
Valdimarsson unable thus far to get any huge offense off. As I say that, looking to rain down a couple of elbows.
Valdimarsson, known for his great cage control. He often uses his head to lever to get underneath the chin of his opponents to further control them. We're seeing a lot of control from him here. Panfill, as of yet, has not tried to explode out of this position.
Panfill again shooking himself back towards that cage, might look to stand up.
Now at this high level of grappling, this is a game of inches. They're slowly inching their way to a better position, but also the opposition is slowly inching them away. So when there's an opportunity to capitalize on that, which we both will stay very tight to minimize that opportunity for each other. This is what you'll see with high-level grapplers. You can see there, Valdimarsson's got his left leg on the instep of the right leg of Panfill. He's trying to lever that through and pull his right leg through and pass round to the side control position.
Good work from Panfill to stop that pass. And just stopping the posture now of his opponent. We've got another loose tape issue on the glove of Valdimarsson. I'm sure when they're in a neutral position, well, they'll do it in between rounds now. Valdimarsson ending with the ground with some strikes.
Now this is where Panfill needs to stand up, right at the end of the round. Ran out of time there. But Valdimarsson did a great job of controlling Panfill. I mean, Panfill's usually very active off his back, and he's got a tight armbar from that position, but Valdimarsson simply didn't give him any room to maneuver.
Be interesting in this second round how aggressive Panfill comes out with the strikes again, because Panfill's definitely had Valdimarsson on the back foot, on the feet, didn't he, Dean? His aggression was definitely giving the Icelandic fighters some trouble. I mean, you mentioned him. It's hard to draw too much into entrances and pre-fight behavior, but had his back to his opponent, hasn't fought in 10 years, as you mentioned. Panfill trying to catch him cold was probably a great tactic. So it'd be interesting to see if the aggressive forward motion from Panfill can pay dividends again in this second round. Although now, Dean, obviously, he's going to be wary of the takedown. He's spent a good portion of time on his back.
Valdimarsson's got to think about contorting the hips to his left and right to load up the counter shot. Can't just stay there with his hands covered up over his face, because one's going to sneak through. Big following here for Panfill. You can hear his fans screaming his name out in this venue. And there's the sweep, there's a jiu-jitsu game from Panfill. Now Panfill's working his way on top.
Some heavy ground and pound from Panfill. Just sat in the half guard of Valdimarsson now.
This is where the elbows come into play in the pro rules. Oh, Valdimarsson looking for the sweep,
wow. Reverses it. Beautiful sweep from Valdimarsson.
Valdimarsson now has got into his groove. He's got into his zone of optimal function. He's got the jitters out the way, and he's been here before. And his body's going to take over autonomously to get the most advantageous position now. So we've seen him settle down. He's working his way on top. He's got to get rid of that elevator hook on the right leg of Panfill. He's going to try and hop over that straight to mount.
Valdimarsson weathers the early storm in round 2 and now moves into mount here. Has a little look up to his corner. Crowd really trying to urge Dawid Panfill on.
Valdimarsson very heavy from the top. He's known for his ground and pound skills. He initiates that because of this heavy base. Look at these elbows now.
Yeah, referee Rich Mitchell told him to get busy, and he started raining down the elbows. You can't just sit there taking them, can you, Dean?
No, if that opens up that cut there, it could mess with the vision of Panfill. And also, it's like a psychological cue to see your own blood. Some guys don't like seeing that, and it kind of throws them off their game plan. But as of yet, it's not open to cut. Valdimarsson working high mount. He's trying to stay off the hips of Panfill. That's where the power is if he was to buck up. There we go. Looking for the armbar here. Deciding to take the back. Oh, Panfill sneaks out the back door.
And now it's Dawid Panfill looking to get busy with the ground and pound, and a tired-looking Valdimarsson underneath him now. Still a lot of time left in this round. Goes for the armbar, Valdimarsson.
Panfill saw that one coming, just pulled the elbow out of that position and then fired down with a shot. And what he's trying to do is to make Valdimarsson think twice about going for that again. He punishes him off those submission attempts with strikes. Oh, this is a head and arm triangle here from the bottom. He's going to move his hips around to the side, but Panfill picks the perfect opportunity to posture up. Triangle attempt here. Shaken off, but now he gives up his back.
Yeah, a couple of attacks there, but that was a tired-looking roll to his back there from Valdimarsson.
Oh, Panfill going straight to the mount now. Valdimarsson off his back. Valdimarsson needs to start walking his shoulder blades up. He can't allow Panfill to be high mounted in this position. See, he bucked his hips there, and he was forced to turn his back purely because Panfill was in the high mount.
Yeah, almost electing to defend the back rather than take these strikes. That's a big elbow from Panfill. It's a very high mount.
Being stopped, David.
Yeah, referee's taking a close look at this.
It's all
He's
over.
Seen enough. Referee Rich Mitchell's seen enough. Great performance from Dawid Panfill. Had positional struggles himself. His Icelandic opponent had him in mount, raining down elbows at one point, but weathered the storm, came back and just broke Valdimarsson, got that mount, and then referee had no choice but to step in. Fantastic win in the pro debut for Dawid Panfill.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for our fighters this evening. Come on. Our referee, Mr. Rich Mitchell, called a stoppage in his bout. 4 minutes, 17 seconds into round number 2. Declaring your winner by TKO with ground and pound, Dawid Panfill, the Polish Express Train.